and that's going to be my work before work today. A lot of it occurs through like the food that you eat. We literally are always goal setting, always talking about our goals, always manifesting the next stage. I've set these habits in place now that are going to mean that I go into January feeling like my best self. Morning, I'm here with Ali. Hello. It's like 4 in the morning and we're gonna go see sunrise. Today's a working day for me, a super busy day. It's Friday. I'm excited to bring you along, show you everything I'm eating today, my morning routine, and what's going on at the moment. Walking down Hedges. We're walking from, basically we love this cafe called The Holiday, and we've been going there for like, I remember going for a crumpet with you like maybe 2 years ago. Back in the day we always used to get a sourdough crumpet before I even used to get them from the sourdough crumpet company. It's exactly the same company. Oh my god, is that the clouds behind us that look really cute? Or is that a building? No, I think that's a building. I'm pretty sure I just had that. Honestly, these houses are unreal. But anyways, we're going to The Holiday and we're going to get a sourdough crumpet with macadamia butter. It's like our little routine. We've done it pre-gym so many times before.
Best pre-workout.
Literally. And a matcha, of course. We park further away so we can walk down and get our steps in.
Yes, we did.
Oh, the sunlight is very good here. It's not even 5 AM yet, not even 5 AM, and it's starting to get busy. I was just saying I was a bit nervous to vlog because it's so busy down Hedges. I'll show you. Busiest time of day is before 5 AM. It's done. I'm wearing the recoil top in pink, recoil shorts, and then white fox tracksuit. So today, it's giving me abs. Look at that. Rich because this is my morning walk. How unreal. Train now, we're fueled. We had our sourdough crumpets. We're both in our gut health era, Ali as well, after getting gastro in Bali. So we're gonna have an oxy shred for our energy and then go to the gym. Oh gosh. I'm so confused. On our walk, Ali and I were planning our vision boarding session for 2026, which is so exciting. Something about me and Ali is we always keep each other accountable for our goals. We literally are always goal setting, always talking about our goals, always manifesting the next stage, and honestly, this year we've smashed it. So we're just planning our next session, and yeah, that's basically what we're talking about on the walk. It is 7:15 and we have just finished training. I'm gonna go home and make some breakfast. We did a really short upper session. It was actually so much fun. We're just going nice and light, moving our bodies, starting the day with a little bit of movement. But yeah, gym was busy as always. I'm just making my post-training brekkie. brekkie, so my second brekkie of the day. Honestly, one of my favourite meals. I'm back in my oats era. It's my hyperfixation. The best thing is WholeFoods, good for the guts, takes 2 seconds to make. 2 seconds. And it's not like any spenny fancy ingredients or anything like that. No, 2 seconds, high protein, high carb post-training, keeps me full for hours, keeps me satisfied, and it means that I get no cravings. Oats, steel cut oats, as always, for slow release energy. And then I add a little bit of water. And then I microwave this. This is what it looks like. And then, this is a secret that I've revealed before, and I tell every single new client I have who I meal plan oats. Protein powder goes in after the microwave, otherwise it'll go gross. The vibe for today's oats is chocolate and strawberries. I mean, that was one of my favorite desserts growing up. My mum would get the strawberries and melt Cadbury's chocolate on it, but because I was like a funny child, I used to hate fruit. Obviously hated vegetables, but I used to hate anything even remotely healthy. So I would literally have like one strawberry and an entire bar of Cadbury's chocolate, and wow, it was one of the best desserts known to man. That's why I still have it so often now, but having this breakfast is like a healthy version of that chocolate and strawberries, and I get to eat it every day for breakfast, and it serves my goals. How good is that? It really depends on what protein powder you use. I love the EHP one, of course. This black one tastes the best. It tastes better than the white ones they do. Yum. And then frozen straws. This week's berry is strawberries. You can see the steam coming up a bit. Yum. Also, happy December. Oh my goodness, can you believe it's the end of 2025? We've just concluded our first week in December. So, as always, I do a little monthly goal setting. I did a full video on how I do my monthly goal setting. Reviewed my November and set some really exciting goals for the end of the year. Do you know what? I will never, ever, ever get over how different Christmas feels in a hot country. I feel like at home, Christmas starts at the end of August. Now, I know that sounds a little bit controversial, but if you think about it, 1st of September, all of a sudden, everyone's going back to school, it's getting cold, it's getting cozy, and then obviously it's Halloween, and all the Grinches would say that Christmas actually starts after Halloween, but the Christmas markets start coming anywhere September, October, November, December. Everywhere's getting colder, there's nothing to do apart from going to a pub and like have like a cozy drink or go to a Christmas market on a weekend. Whereas like having it in a hot country, it's like literally December and we're going into summer. But we have our Christmas decorations up, which has made me feel festive. I sent off all of my Christmas cards to the family. Honestly, Christmas time is the only time where I actually get, like the only time where I miss like the sense of like family and stuff, but obviously we're so lucky to be able to have like FaceTime and everything like that. So a habit that I'm working on during December, which I will share with you, is really amplifying my anti-inflammatory lifestyle, because yes, I do bits and bobs, but I think that I can truly optimize it, and why not go into January knowing, cool, I've set these habits in place now that are going to mean that I go into January feeling like my best self. Now, I feel like anti-inflammatory is such a big buzzword at the moment, and I just wanted to clear up, not all inflammation is bad. I'm talking about chronic low-grade inflammation that causes oxidative stress. A lot of it occurs through like the food that you eat, and also the things that you do, such as that you might put your body through, such as like high intensity and things like that, and also strength training. That increases inflammation, but the inflammation in the short term is great because that's how your muscles break down, recover and grow stronger. So not all inflammation is bad, it's just the actual chronic low-grade inflammation. And this doesn't just show up as one thing, such as like bad gut health. It can show up as many things, such as disrupted sleep, bloating, intense cravings after food. It can show up as stress. There's so many different things, and you know what? I get it. When my body's inflamed, I will have previous injuries flare up. So for example, when I'm inflamed, my foot injury, I broke my foot, that will flare up. So it's really funny how your body responds. So if you're wondering if you do have chronic low-grade inflammation, maybe just have a little suss of your symptoms. But anyways, the way that I'm tackling it is not only through food, but also through my environment. Chronic psychological stress increases inflammation in the body. So I'm being very picky about who I surround myself with. That's why I went on a walk with Ali. We got the morning sunlight in, set our circadian rhythm. We talked about our goals. We talked about manifesting. We talked about 2026 and how we are just inspiring conversations. And that level of social connection in the morning lowers your I can never say the word. Lowers your sympathetic nerve. Lowers the sympathetic nervous. Lowers the sympathetic nervous system. I've always strongly believed in that, listening to a lot of podcasts so that you can basically, it exposes you to so many different viewpoints, and then you can pick and choose which bits of the viewpoints that align with your true and authentic self. So I'm going to put in my Spotify Wrapped. I think I listened to like maybe 15,000 minutes of podcasts. Why do we care about chronic inflammation? Why do I care about chronic inflammation? So for me, I notice it disrupts my hormones massively. Like a little bit of stress, period's gone. Doesn't matter if I'm in a surplus or having 100 grams of fats or whatever it is. It's totally dependent on the person, so find out what it does for you. And maybe it does nothing. Maybe you're superhuman. I don't know. I'm not. It can also lower your dopamine and serotonin signaling, which massively links back to your gut as well. It can basically cause leaky gut or amplify leaky gut, which means where the toxins cross your gut barrier into your body, which is obviously not ideal. And your gut is your second brain anyways. So what are the habits that I'm doing? Starting the mornings off with movement. Sunlight, movement, connection every day. Making sure every single meal is balanced. I want my protein, I want my carbs, my fats. Any screens, urgencies and notifications are not coming to me in the morning. Absolutely not. I've still got my phone on Do Not Disturb. That's not happening. Even if you don't feel like it stresses you out, it's still micro stresses. I also might cut down a little bit on my caffeine, but I'm not too sure about that yet. A big one that I have implemented is I am treating recovery next level. This is my training importance right now. This is my recovery importance, because recovery lowers your baseline inflammation load. So for me, this looks like I'm taking loads of rest days at the moment. Like, this is the second time I've trained this week and it's Friday. But also I have earned that right. I've built the muscle mass that I need, okay? So that doesn't necessarily apply to you if you're at the start of your journey or a different point in your journey. I'm also gonna stay consistent with my sleep timing. They're just a few things that I am doing. But what I'm actually gonna do now is, just after I finish my breakfast, I was inspired by my December goals the other day to actually start putting a post together on like my favorite anti-inflammatory meals that I've been eating non-stop. So I started creating that this morning. I'll give you a little preview. How cute is that? That's me. And then I go into like each meal and like I basically just tell you what's in each meal. So I'm gonna put the rest of that together now, and then that's gonna be my work before work today. Do we feel like this is a good song for my carousel? I'm just gonna post it. I used to be so scared of posting. Oh my God, so scared of posting. It would literally make my heart race. Like I would have a physical, what the helly? I would love to show you what's going on outside, but I can't because it's got my street address in it. Can I have that? They basically are removing the signs for my street address. I might ask him if we can go have it. I think they're removing the pole. Talk about exposure therapy, and you know, it's not even exposure therapy. What is that thing where you're like, oh, if they say no? I saw it on YouTube years ago, and it's basically like the more times you can be told no, then the less you get scared of asking or something. I can't remember what it is. Get it out.
No, I put a new post in.
Oh, you put a new post in. Fair enough.
What is that?
No, I was just going to ask for the street thing if you were going to get rid of them.
The street blade.
Yeah, the street name of it.
You and I went there.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Can I just sneak it now? No one
what
can
I'll do,
see.
I'll put the post in and I'll just leave it.
Yeah, fab. Oh my God, you're incredible. Thank you. You're a legend. Thank you. You're the best. There's a couple of fresh stickies in there for ya. And he meant these. It is 7:55 in the morning and I have just sat at my desk. A little bit of a messy desk today. I've got my notepad out. I've got my water bottle here as always. It's with the pink vibe. I'm so here for it. Colour coordinated. Anyways, I'm about to do my first work block and this is messaging all of the beautiful girls that I coach. It's Friday today, so it's important they're all set up for the weekend, especially the busy festive period. Like, it can be super overwhelming, loads of events going on. It's like, oh my goodness, how do I stay on track? So it's really important throughout this time they get lots of TLC. I finished my messages, now I'm doing my check-ins, and I got myself an Oxy shred, and the only reason I got this flavour was because it was pink. Coordinated. Lunch I have ever made. It's literally a chicken wrap with the chicken was cooked. I cooked it twice this week, like I did 2 batches of meal prep. I just cooked it in the bone broth. It's like lemon and herb bone broth to give it a nice seasoning and flavour, and then I air fried it and then just ingredient prepped it for the week. Kept it in the fridge. And then I get the rye wraps, but I double wrap them because they're super thin. They're one of the only wraps that I found from the supermarket that scans green on Yuka. So I double wrap them, add the bone broth mayo, double bone broth. We know bone broth is incredible for the gut, really good for building up the gut lining, and really mineral dense as well, really nutrient dense. And then lettuce, which isn't very nutrient dense, but I love the crunch and it makes it super fresh. And then loads of sprouts, and it just makes a chicken wrap, which is super easy to meal prep for the week. If you're not on the sprout train yet, get on the sprout train. They're basically baby plants, so alfalfa and broccoli sprouts. Broccoli sprouts specifically are super nutrient dense, high in antioxidants, really good for reducing inflammation. I was like, oh, can I have that sign? He was like, yeah, sure, I'll leave it on the floor for you and just come back and get it. And then he gave me some new stickers to go with it as well. He's ordered a new one for our street. It's massive, isn't it?
Why is he just taking that one off?
No, he left it for me.
As in, like,
he took it off. He took all of them off.
Take that one, those 2 off.
He took all of them off and then put those 2 back on to the new poll.
Okay. But we could have done it.
Today I added on my story a Q&A and an anonymous Q&A, so they have all been coming through today. And I just got one. Why did you move to Australia from the UK and how did you do it? Obviously I'll answer it properly in my Q&A video, but the thing that sums it up is forget all the logical reasons, forget the deep reasons and all of that. The fact now that I'm going on a Christmas party, like my work's Christmas party for Keep That Pump, on a yacht tomorrow, instead of sitting in a room, a dark room or a pub, drinking with a load of middle-aged men in consulting. Sorry, I love you consulting. It just sums it up. I know exactly which one I would rather be in. A nice yacht, in the sun, getting a tan, having a few bevs, with DJs, good vibes, with other athletes as well who have more balance, who have similar goals. And yeah, for me, that's way more motivates me to want to go out and socialise. A Christmas party in corporate, not for me. But yeah, some of these questions coming through are wild. Making this drink a lot recently, and it is a hot chocolate, but I just have it as an iced chocolate, and it's basically got mushrooms in it, which sounds gross. It's got raw cacao in it, ashwagandha, carob, ginger, because the raw cacao and ginger help digestion. And then the mushrooms in there, it's got like, I think it's reishi mushrooms, and the ashwagandha and the chaga mushrooms, they all help your nervous system regulate. So in total, it will reduce inflammation. Now, I also just like the taste of it. It's really yum. I just have it as a cold drink though, rather than a hot chocolate. But yeah, it's supposed to be like immune supporting, got adaptogenics in there. and it's just a nice chocolatey drink that I have. But the only thing about it is it's not very sweet, so I have this sweetener with it. Now allulose is literally one of the best natural sweeteners out there. I used to have monk fruit a lot, but I actually prefer this one because it's got prebiotic fibre in it. Way better for your gut. It's like the life hack to like baking, to making anything sweet, maybe your yogurt bowl sweet, absolutely anything. This is quite literally, in my opinion, the best, like most WholeFoods, best for your gut sweetener there is. You are now 2 kilos down within the first 3 weeks. Obviously this is going to be a drop in inflammation that allow us to move forward and closer towards your goals, because right now these things in here are not serving you, and they're not serving you well. It is coming up to 5 o'clock and I have one more meeting, and then I'm gonna go for a short walk around the block. After that short walk, I'm gonna do a little bit more work and then maybe have a barbecue tonight. But the postman's just been, they look like two very official and very exciting things, so I'm gonna open them. It says it's a birthday card, so I presume that means a Christmas card. It's some puzzle of some sort, which is intriguing. I'm so tempted to open it. Anyway, exciting, my first Christmassy thing, so I'll send that to my mum. For a tiny little walk around the block and then finished off some work, and I'm gonna prep some dinner because tonight for dinner I believe we're having a barbecue. We're having some steaks. Tyson has gone to get everything. I'm gonna prep as a salad. Grass-fed steaks, asparagus, broccolini.
The broccoli is a little bit sad, I won't lie. It was the last one and I kind of felt bad for it, so that's what we got.
And then my favourite pumpkin cubes, and then chocolate cocobella, because we're going on the boat party that I mentioned earlier tomorrow, and we are going to need this on Sunday. Chocolate cocobella is absolutely unreal, and it's just such an Australian thing. You literally can't get anywhere else, but the only thing I can compare it to is chocolate yazoo in the UK, but it's better for you because it's got like natural electrolytes in and it's not full of shit, and it's yummy. It's been a big week, so Tyson surprised me with these. Yum, absolutely yum.
I'm gonna need new pants. I show a lot of ankles, so that's not good.
Tyson's gonna need some warm clothes. We've just booked flights to the UK to go to my cousin's wedding in January, and it'll be Tyson's first time over there.
Yeah, first long plane ride, so I'm gonna need new pants, probably some form of warmer clothing on the top half. I'm gonna need an actual travel suitcase.
Shopping time. Sleepy now, and I am full of chocolate, and I have had a really good day, a really productive day actually, which has been unreal. Now another big day to come tomorrow, which I'm super excited for. I'm thinking about filming you guys another week of eats, because I know a lot of you enjoyed that one, or I might film you a week of workouts. You can let me know in the comments which you would like or prefer. Then I'll get that out for you next week, because I feel like my routine for the gym stays pretty much the same at the moment, which is good, and I'm happy to share that with you. But what I eat in a week, it changes quite often, so you let me know. Anyways, I'm gonna take my makeup off now and then go to bed.